Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Who'd have thought health is about what we're eating? Join me on my quest to disseminate my go-to health regimen, the Health 44, my clumsy branding of eliminating 4 classes of food, introducing 4 classes of micronutrients. Bingo, bongo, health sorted. So thank you for your interest. Let's do this. Welcome again. Let's talk sleep. So I've done one episode at least on sleep before. That was back in the days of delivering my content while traveling in my car. Well, maybe I'm delivering a little bit better. I've had further insights and perhaps some better value this time around. So part 2, perhaps, further insights were gained. Also, I'll share some of my own experience with sleep, with an update in circumstances that relate to my sleep as well, as an effort for my epistemic humility in my warts and all approach. So perhaps the main sleep content influencer, not really shouldn't be the term to use, but the person that's been doing the rounds the most on social media and podcasts and the like, being a special guest and whatnot. I think he's even got his own podcast now. Dr. Walker, Matt Walker, is it? Dr. Matt Walker, been on Rogan, been on Human. He's done the whole 9 yards. I'm not going to poo-poo him. I'm going to poo-poo everybody that pathologizes sleep or anthropomorphizes sleep, that we must sleep 8 hours uninterrupted during the night, and we've got those. Is it the Whoop? Does that measure your sleep? O-ring? I'm not sure if that does sleep. The tracking devices. What's the other one? Doing quite a bit of exposure. Something tracker. Anyway, you get the drift. And it's based on age-old assumptions that sleep is at 8 hours. Just because people get 8 hours sleep uninterrupted. Why is that the benchmark? It sounds like a pleasant benchmark. And the conditions to encourage 8 hours uninterrupted and the like make a lot of sense, and particularly when you're busy, 8 hours is a decent number to work on. We've heard of the variances of sleep. Churchill slept 3 hours a night, but he suffered from the black dog, as he termed it. But depression, was it even manic depressive? The old terms they use, I don't know. You hear of the 5 and 6 hour sleepers where I'm functioning fine. Why should they be castigated for sleeping a little bit less? Hey, Churchill did live to the, well, at least octogenarian years. Was it 83, 87? I don't know. He was an octogenarian, and so 3 hours a night sleep, don't know. Many people that sleep 8 hours and beyond, not many octogenarians there either. So to start with a template of 8 hours uninterrupted, that sleep, I would propose, endorse that that's one of the things that is a little bit more individual than health and diet. Personally, a decent night is 6 hours. My best night, 7 hours. I could get by on 5. I've been getting by on 5 fairly often in the past. But 6 is a safe level. How about frequency? Here's a bit of a self-disclosure, which will go, oh my goodness, this idiot. Well, at the moment, I do tend to wake up every 2 hours. So I'm getting up at least 3 times a night. And sometimes, if I do a 6-hour night, I could get into a spot where I've gotten up 4 times in that 6 hours. And some will think, oh my goodness, how are you functioning and the like? You mustn't be healthy. All that sort of talk comes into play. Here's my thought on that. If everyone's just going to say, oh, poo-poo on me. I drink quite a bit water. I probably get through at least 4 litres up to 5 litres per day, and I'm sedentary. That seems to many quite excessive, but it's not if that's the only thing I drink, with 2 cups of coffee at least, or 3 is max, but at least two cups of coffee per day. So if you put it in that perspective, that's the only thing I drink is water with a bit of coffee, right? That's not too bad, particularly when I'm 95-ish kilograms, 6 foot, and have a lot of muscle compared to fat. I don't know, is that a factor? I think it is. I think it is. So, and my salt intake is high because, well, I don't mind a bit of salt. I used to say that I have a bit of chips with my salt when I used to be my former self as a junk food addict, which is pica, micronutrient deficiencies galore, which showed in my weight, my conditions, all that sort of thing, and my train wreck into dying at the statistical age of 63. I thought that up because that's where I was heading based on my metrics and life insurance data. So yeah. Yes, let's just say I'm getting up 4 times a night, but when you factor in there's a sleep cycle, apparently 75 minutes for adults, 45 minutes for younger children. Is that a factor to worry, to include as important? Probably not. I go to sleep. Anyway, yeah, this is the thing. Sometimes when I'm totally shagged from the day, I could go to sleep at 6 or 7 p.m. But sometimes I go to bed at 11. You're not regular. All that sort of thing comes into play. While I'm disclosing my own sleep features, this relates to the whole populace in how we should view sleep and the health metrics generated from your sleep activity and the like. So, like right now, it's something like 5:30. I haven't got a clock around. The phone is being hogged by this recording. I got up at 4-ish, 4 o'clock. So I've had my coffee, had my micronutrients this morning already, and here I go. I'm doing a quick episode before my child wakes up, which won't be too long now. Sometimes she wakes up at sort of 6. Yesterday was at 8:30 rising, so it runs in the family. So this whole regularity, uninterrupted, aim for 8 hours, it's all pleasant. It's all pleasant seeking, just like eat what you want in moderation, and you'll keep slim and healthy. You get what I'm trying to indicate here. There's been 19th century literature suggesting first sleep, second sleep, where people used to go to bed just after sundown, get up for a cup of tea or something, sometimes interacted with neighbours, go back to bed at sort of 1, 2 o'clock-ish, wake up at 5, ready for the day. Even, was it Matt Walker or another sleep specialist being on a podcast? Middle Ages sleep was often referenced as first sleep, second sleep as well, because hey, it would have been handy to fall asleep a little bit after sundown, because hey, you can't see much. You've only got pretty much got fire, and you can't really sew, you can't really read too well with candlelight, especially when candles are very expensive in the Middle Ages and even the 19th century. So people just, let's go to sleep. And now we're sort of, let's say we're going to sleep at 10 o'clock, waking up at 6. That just fits our way of life. We've got the earlier risers, the 8 to 9 o'clock to bed people, and wake up at 4 and 5. That's not much of a difference, but it's a shift. In our evolutionary past, where you had the early to bed people, and you had the night watchmen, or the night watch ladies. I don't know, when safety was an issue with animals and the like, and other tribes. So don't poo-poo too much your late to sleep teenager. There's quite a few early to sleep teenagers too, you know. It doesn't help when they're on their screens, but they shouldn't be castigated. If your teen has to sleep till 9 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock in the morning or whatever, don't hamper their already impaired sleep. Sleep hygiene, yes, but it is the new way of the world, where there's no interruptions, there's no yelling at the poor kids, 6 p.m, 8 p.m, 10 p.m, whatever, do this, do that. You're always on your phone. There's an outlet, and they've got peace, and they're interacting with their friends. And let's face it, the new interaction with text and Discord servers, this and that, and all these, what is it, WhatsApp and minute chat, whatever, Snapchat, minute chat. That's the way it is. In my generation, it was hogging the family phone a bit after dinner, even before dinner, and all around the place as well, or all around those times too. It's just the technological reality that teenagers respond to. Okay, I don't believe it is a major issue based on our evolutionary thoughts. Some of the even slight differences in people's bed and waking times, um, and how it relates to health. Well, I'm healthy as hell. I've gone through my sleep metrics. They don't sound too impressive, but I'm functioning much better than I've ever functioned. Sometimes I have a sleep during the day when the kid's having her nap. Um, that doesn't mean that you haven't had enough sleep or it's been disrupted and all that sort of thing. You haven't had enough REM sleep and deep sleep and this and that, which your sleep trackers apparently can measure. I don't know how they can measure some of the fluctuations there, but I'm sure that there's explanations out there on how accurate it is and can be and whatever, but I've guided my health message, my approaches, my advocacy, my prescriptions have been quite hunch based. Some will then suggest, oh, he's now gone on the feelings. Well, hunches should not be ignored. I get my morning sun when it comes up, and it's coming up now. I take my little Tatiana out for a bit of a wander between 20 minutes and 40 minutes, a slow walk around the block, just interacting with the neighbours, with the neighbourhood. It's a great little place. Yeah, that's our sun. And then we go for a bit of a wander, 10 to 20 minutes, when the sun's going down. Also, going out shopping and playing during the day as well. We're getting plenty of outdoors. And the people that jump on, oh, I hope she has sunscreen and protection, that sort of thing. No, she's not going to get protection. She's going to get the sun like I am. And here's my quick thoughts on sun damage, sunburn, that sort of thing. If you're moving in the sunlight, it's even better on a push bike. But if you're moving, it's a heat issue, and you'll get less sunburn. So that's my quick take. I've had a whole episode on sun damage in the podcast series, especially. So let's not get fixated on that 8-hour uninterrupted thing. Some people get 7.5 hours and they get up once a night, and their anxiety levels based on that. Come on, we can do better. We can do better. When sleep, if sleep is really an issue, I do suggest subscribe to the whole Andrew Huberman approach to circadian rhythm resetting. Get that early sun, like I've been doing. Get the late sun, especially. Get some midday sun too, and you have the cleanest of slates available to you. And my little Tatiana, she's not one of those day sleepers and night playing kids. She sleeps during the night. She wakes up sometimes 11 o'clock, perhaps midnight. She wants to have a wander, and I take her outside in the night as well. And I say, hey, it's nighttime. Nighttime is for sleeping, and we don't go anywhere. No stimulus. You could tell that she's settling, and it's not morning yet, and get some more mama milk, and goes back to sleep from something like midnight or 1 o'clock to 6 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So, after already going to sleep from between 8 to 9 o'clock at night, sometimes 6 or 7 o'clock when she sleeps till 6, sort of thing. So yeah, that's her. It's been the case throughout her first year of life as well. She understands, well, her body realizes the circadian rhythm that nighttime is for sleeping. So let's not get caught up. Now, because most of our health is stuffed, sleep will be part of that complex. Oversleeping, I wouldn't worry either. Inactivity breeds inactivity. That's why I probably have my my daytime sort of nap, is because I'm not doing any hard labor or working hard. I'm stay-at-home type father, and there you go. Inactivity breeds inactivity. So if people sleep during the day and whatnot, excessively, once I put down as an occupation, I put down pro food eater and daytime sleeper for a triathlon. That was pretty funny. So because most of our individuals out there, our health is impaired, because let's face it, especially if you're craving those junk foods and eating too much, it's your body's cry out for micronutrient deficiencies, and we need to supplement. And yes, sleep can be impaired, but very much less so than our obesity, metabolic syndromes, the chronic diseases, the autoimmune diseases. Sleep is less of a concern. That's more of a humble opinion versus my not so humble opinions. Some of it is based on my own thoughts and musings, and so my basic message is, don't panic about sleep. Anywhere from 5 to 9 or 10 hours, even less if you're that way inclined and you can still manage, and you're not hypermanic, or just generally driven. I've sometimes had sleepless nights just thinking when I've been motivated about something, and that's quite normal. It's quite normal. Worries, yes, people that worry about not being able to sleep about some worries, that's quite normal too, and there's nothing to panic about. The likes of some of the project type people, get projects done, sleepless, not sleeping for 72 hours type thing. Don't panic. Don't panic. Yes, your health can be hampered with that idea of not sleeping for 72 hours. I'm sort of suggesting that that's 2 nights of no sleep, not 3 nights. I've done that once before, working, what is it, 3 different jobs plus uni. Whew. Yeah. So, okay. So don't panic. And just for the one-off listeners, what I advocate for here is the Health 44. The first 4 of the 44 is eliminating 4 classes of food, 90+% of the supermarket. I've been, I was disrupted by notifications, and I'm still disrupted. So 90% plus of the supermarket take away gluten, oils, sugars, nitrates, nitrites. There's subcategories of those 4, but that's the gist of it, okay? And you won't miss those 4 classes of food once you bring in the second 4 of the 44. Those 4 classes of micronutrients. There's 90 declared essential micronutrients. 60 of them are minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, within a short time, maybe your sleep could improve with that. Within a short time, whatever health ailment or chinks in your health armor are occurring, they will become better, in most cases, sorted, just like me. So there's my advocacy, what I prescribe. So, and with sleep, it's not a primary. It's a consideration in there somewhere, but it's not a primary, especially if you're getting that morning sun, afternoon sun. Even on a cloudy day, I support Andrew Huberman's prescription for resetting circadian rhythms. So that's what I do. Some of the notable social influencers or gurus on health, he's one of the ones with the sleep, circadian rhythm, light stimulants on the body is Andrew Huberman's advice. Being an ophthalmologist, yes, I support that idea of morning and afternoon sun and getting a lot more sun exposure. No coverage, no sunglasses. Most of your sunlight absorption, vitamin D is absorbed via your eyes, 90%. No sunglasses. Even, well, I try and sort of look over my glasses sometimes because even by wearing spectacles like myself, you're not getting full absorption. So just if you do wear specs, just look over the rim sometimes and get more exposure that way, okay? Andrew Huberman suggests that spectacles aren't too much of an issue. I don't know. I don't know about that. Behind the glass and in the car, clear glass, no. There is some dissipation in sunlight, so I think you need to get naked sunlight exposure. Okay, so ditch the sunnies. No sunscreen, no hats, no shirts. Well, okay, you can wear a shirt. Yes, wear the bottoms as well. So there you go. Don't panic. There's the Health 44. And if you think this is shite, don't care. I'll still produce this sort of content, even if I get 4 views. Don't care. Bye bye for now. Hopefully, see you next time.